should want to talk about good news, but there's not been good news about United for like the past month. It's been so horrible. Aha! Welcome to another episode of Football with Ikram. Glad Nabil is joining us today with his camera turned on. That's very nice to see. But yeah, so we're here to talk about the games today, which is the Leicester United game, and a bit about United in general moving forward as usual. What the next or best steps would be for the club, looking at the players that we have now, the players that are going to leave, the players that we would prefer to stay, and other things like that. But starting off with the Leicester United game, 3-0, with a wonderful masterclass by Bruno Fernandes, the captain, again and again and again, with 2 assists and 1 goal. It was. I think I would say United are starting to introduce me to a pattern that I don't think they can maintain. I'm not convinced that they can maintain, but that's just. I think we're playing Forest next, so we're going to find out. But yeah, it was a really good match. Standout players for me, aside the usual United, was Aiden Heaven. First of all, I'm going to mention it. Very unfortunate for him to pick up a horrible injury today. Going to hear about it tomorrow, but he was top like throughout today. Not only like his defending, but his composure as well. The blocks that he had, him protecting United from Lindelof. Like there was one particular ball that Lindelof was supposed to defend, and he just left the ball to bounce. And he wasn't prepared for it. I mean, as a defender, you should always be prepared for it, but he was able to like step up like immediately.
Yeah, like giving that one off of
thinking about the pace that Daka has, and he was able to cover up. And he didn't just play the ball; he just touched it and passed. Like that was like really good recovery from Aiden Heaven. And his defending and passing, it was all right. Like I was Arsenal, just be bringing them like that. Be bringing them. Just tell us who your rejects are. Let's go after them. That's what we build on United youngsters. So yeah, it was really nice. The next is Delete. Again, time and time again. When you are so good that the things that you do are starting to look normal, people would pick you out to think that you're not actually doing something great because you've made good look absolutely normal. Because how can somebody be doing this week in, week out, and then it's like he's just an okay signing? It is by far the best CB signing we've had in years, and probably the best CB that we have right now at the moment.
He's the closest thing we've had to Vidic. Like he's a warrior. The guy is
warrior, and he's very big. That's the thing. He's so big, and like his movement is so quick. At the same time, Dele used to be like very slow his time in like Juve and things like that. Like I've known him to be like a very slow defender, but the way he acts on his like blocks, his defending, he's quicker than expected. It could also be that it's because he's already anticipating what will happen. Because if you see the chance that Leicester had, the one that he defended, the 2-on-1, he didn't attack the ball, and he was conscious of the fact that Bayonete was by his side as well. Yeah. So he's like, it looks like he anticipates it to be able to cover up for the pace that he doesn't have. So that's an intelligent play also by a defender. Is to be able to point out what the blocks are and be able to complement that with another strength that you have. So that was I was really, really impressed by that. I don't know what happened to Eriksen today. Dalot, at least he was able to recover when he moved over to the right a bit, but that Dalot and Eriksen wing
today. He cooked what's his name? Who was that guy? The guy he cooked with the step over.
Yeah, left back. Can't remember. but it was the Dalot and Ericsson combination today was abysmal. They were just making childish passes to each other. It was just horrible. Like I didn't.
That first half was horrible.
Nah, it was horrible. It was really horrible. But like it was, I guess. I guess it's just one of those games, to be honest, because I know Ericsson to always step up like in games and be able to like create. He has done that a lot for us like this season, so I can't really allow it, to be honest. It's just one of those games that you're not just in the flow
And he hasn't
of
played
things.
a lot of
And
games, so
yeah, and he
there was no
even nearly had
chemistry.
it all day today. Like if you see one of the from the set pieces I played was supposed to be like an assist from Bruno that he hit the bar. Like that was really
Yeah.
good.
I think Rasmus had a very good game. He had more shots on target today than he usually does. Like I don't. It's too soon to say, but like he's gradually picking up some things. His movement has been improving. He no longer exactly wants to wrestle people. His hold up play has been superb the past 2 games. I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one that noticed. His hold up play has been
Are you
decent.
sure with the wrestling aspects? Because I was going to say that that's the aspect that he still hasn't
Mm-hmm.
dropped. He did
The
that a lot
wrestling
today,
is
and he
still there,
fell
but
down a
like,
lot
at least
today.
now
He lost a lot of balls because he didn't go for the
he's
ball. He
bringing
was
the ball
just
down
focused
better.
on
He's not
wrestling.
ballooning the ball the way it was the past couple of games. Like the ballooning has reduced. And who else can I actually point out to say had a brilliant performance? I think Ugarte wasn't great to me today. He was okay, but it wasn't great. I've seen him play better football. And yeah, maybe Harry Amas. I feel he's still Dog is here now, but I feel like he still has a lot to offer us as a player because
Are you sure?
he's fantastic. He's quick. He's confident. Harry Amas.
Are you sure? Did you watch the same game? Because like honestly, I think
No.
it's not because I wouldn't say it's pressure because we're already leading by 2 goals. So I can't really say it's pressure, but his ball progression wasn't all that. As in
No.
the way the
What
way
I'm
he
saying.
lost the ball a couple of times. I'm not holding this against him because he's very young. Like I'm not going to point out and say,
Yeah.
oh, he's bad and this thing. Like, but I'm like the one significant thing was that him being on the left and being able to whip the ball into the box is something that is very significant. You can see when Dalot tried it with his weaker foot. You can see where the ball ended up. So you can tell
Almost
the
overhead.
importance of being a left footer on that left wing back row. So
Yes, of course.
100% I agree with that. But like you said, we have Dogu for that. He has a lot of
Yeah. No, the thing is,
he has a
Harry
lot of
Amas
space for growth as well.
hasn't.
So
Yeah, but Amas hasn't played a lot of games. I feel like if he gets a run in the team, he's going to impress you
has he
because he
even
has
played
a lot
with
of
them?
qualities that I like
Yeah,
as a
so
player.
I agree. And is similar to Collier as well. He reminds me of McTominay that can't progress the ball at all. So
I agree with that.
I think he's too frightened to probably make a mistake, and it's better for him to play the safer option, which is to pass the ball to the back or bring the ball to the back, is what I think he is playing. He still has a lot of time to learn and improve to be able to play the ball in behind the defenders or the opposition, and also taking the ball, like just carrying the ball with him. But once he has like a player trying to collect the ball from him, like he just plays it safe and turns back immediately, which is something that I obviously would work on. Not even to, he would definitely work on it and improve, because for him to be able to get into the team, it means that there's something that the manager sees in him
Exactly.
and knows that he's definitely going to improve. So honestly, it's just a lot of room to learn. Going into the next games, I think I said we're playing Forest next. How?
Yep. And then City, I believe, or
I
something.
mean, I think it's a given now that we should prioritize the Europa League. In as much as I'm looking at those teams, and it's not far-fetched, it's not crazy to say United don't give me that confidence to
Of course,
show me
especially
that
with the
they are
recent
going to,
performances.
yeah, to show me that they are going to go all the way and win it, not just go all the way to the final, go all the way and win it. We have Bilbao in the same brackets as us. So if we do win the next one, which is against Lyon, we still have Bilbao. There's still Lazio in the game as well. Not too frightened by Rangers because we played them in the group stages, and I feel we are in a better position now. Yeah, we're in a better position now than when we initially played them. So just Lazio, Atletico Bilbao, and Lyon. That will definitely give us like a tough time for that. But we're also at the same time 12 points off Champions League spots. Not to say that those teams that are above us are going to lose 4 games in a row, but it's just to show how close we actually are to the Champions League spots. If we do get on a run, if we do start to beat teams and take teams like one game at a time, like Amorim always says, like don't look at the long game, but just focus on the next game and try to win that 3 points. I think we can get to a really, really good position to be able to at least challenge for an European competition. It's good to see that Mount is back as well.
Mr. Mount?
Yeah, it's good to see that he's back as well. I'm glad that he didn't put him. They should probably find a way to bubble wrap him before they put him into any game. I'm just really, really worried for him because if he goes injured again, as much as I love Mount,
I've been saying if he gets injured one more time, I'm giving up on the project.
Yeah, it's very unfortunate. He's a stellar player. I love the guy.
It's not his fault, but
yeah, but that's just football. It's just quite unfortunate.
It's an investment and hope and shoulders and
exactly. But
and hopefully towards like the end of the season where like we have all these games coming up, hopefully some players will come back from injury because we're suffering.
I think reports said that Ahmad is like progressing like better than expected, and we'll probably see him not April, sorry, in May. In May, so like towards the last few games of the season. So hopefully he won't be rushed into it. That's going to make it worse. Martinez, Martinez is till the end of the year. So, but I saw an analysis on the thing that happened to Martinez, and the way the doctor actually analyzed it in that particular video is what they will replace the ligaments that was cut. The thing that they are going to replace it will actually make his like knee much better. So I'll try and find the video and send it to you to have a look at it. But yeah, fingers crossed. That one is till the end of the year. We won't see him till next year, 2026. So there's no need to talk about Martinez.
It's painful. It's very painful.
Yeah. Same thing with Heaven as well. Was playing so well. Was playing really, really well. Hopefully,
that one really hurt me because before like the Bruno second assist on goal came, to me he was man of the match. Like he was.
He saved us like on 2 separate occasions that were goal scoring chances for Leicester. So 100%, that's a fair shout.
Yeah, I really like the boy because there's this thing he has reminds me of Wan-Bissaka a little bit. He does something impressive, then he just doesn't act like what he did was impressive at all. I like that. No, he's a proper baller.
I want to talk about someone. Are we done with the Leicester game? Because I want to talk about someone.
Yeah, we're done. Now
I want to talk about Sancho.
I knew it will be him.
Oh my God!
Let me let you start because I also have a lot to say.
Nothing brings me more joy than seeing him play the way he's playing. He said something that there's someone on Twitter that hate is a very strong word, but just as far hates watch for like footballing terms, but like that hates Sancho more than I do. That's Statsman Dave guy, but I don't believe so. I look out every single game for this guy. I barely noticed him in the Arsenal's game. He wasn't even there.
Okay, now
he was non-existent.
See, he's not a bigger hitter, but for an account like that, to be keeping tabs on him. Like, it's crazy.
Nah.
The guys are up. He has been keeping tabs on Sancho's
one shot on target December, bro.
This year. And it's not as if he hasn't been playing, bro.
He has been playing.
He hasn't been playing.
He has been playing.
He has been playing.
Oh, and there's this rumor that he's not going to. That Chelsea are thinking of paying a penalty fee and not meeting the obligations to actually pay that 25M. What? Do you know how bad you have to be?
That is the wildest part.
That is the wildest people part. that said they are going to like buy you to say, nah, I'd rather pay the penalty. How do you know how bad you have to be? How much they regretted that decision?
The whole freedom thing. You know, after he left, he tweeted that freedom or something like that.
Yeah, bro's not Nelson Mandela, man. Don't
look at you. They're bringing you back to the prison.
Nah, that's crazy.
Nah, he needs to go. The club isn't taking him back. We don't want the money.
I tell you something. Like he's the face of failure for a footballer in the Premier League. I tweeted that recently. Like every time a club buys a new player, bro. Every time a club buys a new player, and the player blanks the first game, what do they say? What does everyone say? 0-0-1. And why did that start? Was because of him. 7 games, 0 goals, 0 assists. Was because of him. Literally, Rashford went on loan to Aston Villa and didn't score or assist in his first game. And someone says 0-0-1.
His whole attitude hasn't done him justice.
Bro, you are the reason people look out for new signings fumbling. That's if that's not the face of failure, I don't know what is. He has it's no doubt. I wanted Sancho when he was in Dortmund, no doubt. He was a baller, he was doing his thing. But when there's the pressure, he can't do. If you can't do it, then what use your talent? Go and play Sunday League football or 5-a-side if you don't want pressure. If you want to be doing 5, go and play 5-a-side now. Go to Sunday League or something. Power League is there in South Kensington. Go and do that. Or goals in Dagenham. Please.
He's no longer our problem, thankfully. So just let him be for now.
If Chelsea decide to pay the penalty fee, you become our problem again. But the thing is that we'll collect penalty fee and we'll sell it.
Sajim will allow that. Sajim that is looking to get rid of all the possible deadwood. No matter how, even if we're going to sell him for a loss, we're going to sell him. He's going to go.
It's just
because he himself won't play. He knows he won't play when he comes back because the disrespect was way too much.
It was too much. Was too much.
He's immature.
Come on.
Extremely immature.
Very immature, lazy. I mean, if I say what I want to say, they'll just ban my channel and I'll not be able to speak again. But yeah, like really, he's just so unprofessional, and it's.
Yeah, for me, it's the I won't say he's the biggest failure, but I'll say he's definitely the biggest disappointment.
He's the biggest disappointment if you look at it for cost to the value of the player that we got. Who was as much as we hate Di Maria as United fans, bro? Di Maria put up.
Di Maria was good. Di Maria was good.
You get like Di Maria just said, "Double do again," and he left. It's not like he wasn't a good player. But remember that his goal against Leicester.
Yeah, and look at what Anthony is doing in La Liga now.
Or something like that. Please, I beg. Who again?
And look at what Anthony is doing in La Liga now. These are people that have gone and they
prove your point. Prove your point. You know that. Look at what Anthony is doing in La Liga, yeah, and both in Europa League. Like when Sancho went to Dortmund for that loan, and that game against my PSG was PSG, right? Yeah, against PSG. Like I was following Sancho every single game, just because of that nonsense statement that I brought out, like for Ten Hag. And I'm like, before that PSG game, his rating was orange. He wasn't playing anything. It was just that Champions League game where he did that dribble something, playing techie football, and like that was it. But like he wasn't doing it. He was still bad.
He was average. He
was still bad. If he was good enough, why didn't Dortmund retain him? Why didn't Dortmund pay the fee and get him? Oh, that's not up, but whatever. they said he's not good. But if he's that good, why didn't you get him? Let's not deceive
Why
ourselves.
it was just cheap, common 40 million. Just 40 million you refuse to pay.
Is that why you cannot pay? Please.
Exactly. Big club like Dortmund.
Next person I want to talk about is Roy Keane. It's see something about United legends here. Aside, I think maybe Ferdinand and Rooney. Rooney sometimes says some things that are a bit out of pocket, but he's usually always real and honest. He won't go back on his word and things like that. But you see Roy Keane, he's just a bitter, sad old man. Just a bitter, sad old man.
What it is.
And I didn't watch. I
like him, but like that whole.
I didn't watch Roy Keane. Yeah, I wasn't old enough to watch Roy Keane. But you can't, as a former United captain, look at Bruno and say he's not a captain material. This is what he's supposed to be doing. He doesn't turn up. He always whines. I'm like, bro, is that the only criteria for somebody to be captain material?
Okay, you see, the thing is, during their time, if I'm being completely honest, I'm not even a fan of all these hard guy captains that like to fight and foul people. To me, that is being a stupid captain. I'm sorry to say.
You know what's funny?
During his time, that might have been okay. But if he was the captain now with that attitude,
he would get yellow cards after yellow cards. He would not make yellow cards after yellow cards.
Red cards after red cards.
Like addresses referees now. He stands up to them.
That is not
raise your voice. You are collecting cards. He would. So what do you?
That is not football now. So all these hard guy people that want hard guy captains. Football, to me, I'll keep on saying it.
It won't work now.
Bruno is to me, he's the best captain in the Premier League because nobody has as much spotlight on him as Bruno does. Nobody does as much as Bruno does in a team. Bruno has raised the level of every single player he has played with.
Okay.
A lot of our players are average players. Honestly, he has raised their level so much, and nobody ever wants to talk about that.
Let's even go off field, bro.
He's just
I learned today that in addition to all the languages that Bruno can speak, he can speak fluent French. Do you know how that helps team bonding for new players who can't speak English? Bruno can speak English, French, Italian, Portuguese, Spanish.
People just don't know what they
do you think being a captain is just by entering the field and wearing badge and being able to? It's being able to speak, being able to talk to them. And if you're not a very good player, you can't convince somebody that is better than you to do something. Do you get? Like, it takes a leader and having much more qualities to be able to do that. Do you get? As in, take someone like Conor Cody, for example, when he was the captain in Wolves. He had like more players that were technically gifted, faster than him, but there are just some other abilities that he had that would allow the players to listen to him. Sure, you get. If Maguire is the kind of captain, which at the time was facing a lot of stick for the mistakes that he made, and right now we can confidently say unfairly so, because it was just that every single thing that he did, he was being called out for it. Sure, you get. And you can say, imagine somebody like Maguire that in the spotlight, everyone says makes mistake. Like, his teammates will not be so confident in listening to instructions that he's going to take. Sure, you get. But somebody that is clearly by far better than every single player that is in that club with a large margin should tell you to do something and you want to run front say you're not going to do it. You collect boots to the head. Clearly. So all these things are quite important in when choosing who to be your captain and who to be the leader in the team. We have a lot of leaders in the team, but
precisely
5 leaders cannot.
I think
5 captains cannot stay one boot.
Do they really think? Exactly. Do they really think if the players playing with him? I hear people say, and he's petulant. That if you're swinging around, like if the players he plays with are not okay with that, do they really think he will still be captain of this club?
No,
like if they had an issue with him,
that's another reason why I don't like Sancho, because Sancho told him to stop mourning. I can never forget that thing. He told Bruno to stop mourning.
Sancho
are you to tell
is
Bruno
not a
to
normal
stop
person.
mourning?
Let's not even.
Bro, I really don't like
talk
this
about
Sancho guy, man. I really don't like this Sancho guy at
No,
all.
no. See, the thing is that if he was backing all that mouth up with ability, fine. But you have not achieved anything.
Nothing.
I'm so proud.
Nothing.
It's baffling.
Thank you for that goal against Liverpool in our 3-1 win against Liverpool. But after that, that's it.
Nothing.
That's it. That's it. That's like his greatest achievement for this club. That goal against Liverpool. Nothing else. Just unfortunate that Aaron Wright did not play for United. Honestly.
Honestly speaking.
Only person that
what I'm like,
right.
do you know, Ikram, do you know what actually killed me? Like, of the timing was so horrible.
So poor. So poor.
When this guy is literally carrying the club on his shoulders, is that when you believe? Like, why did he?
Every game that I watch, I'm always scared that please let this not be Bruno's last season or last 2 seasons or last 3 seasons, because you can see this guy is the only one doing everything. Like somebody would stop. You see the difference between Bruno and Eriksen. Both of them, they are very good creators. But the difference between Eriksen and Bruno is, see Eriksen when he has a bad game, that's the end of it. That is the end.
Else to offer.
Bruno can be bad for 90 minutes. But you see that one minute, he can just create anything out of nothing.
For
that is the difference between players that have a bad game slot and can still be very good.
Ikram, forget about all the even creation and the goals and the assists. Ikram, this guy had 12 ball recoveries today. For somebody playing 10 and 8. 12 ball recoveries. Like, I was seeing this guy making tackles like out of nowhere. Like, see, it hurts me a lot. He should have left this club to secure his legacy.
Honestly, I can't imagine Bruno in like either Madrid, Bayern, or PSG or one of these.
They would love him.
They will. It's hurt. He deserves more. He deserves more. He deserves more. Deserves Premier League, Champions League inside this team. Honestly, and we need to win that within the next 2 seasons. We need to win that within the next 2 seasons. Guy, no jokes. No jokes. No, I'm not saying we should win it. We should get the double Premier League and Champions League. Wait now, relax.
No, I understand, but
he deserves each.
But he deserves it. 100%. He has done enough.
Come on now.
Done enough.
That's what he has done for this club. Look at the numbers. When you look at the numbers of his goals and his assists, look at the people that are around him. Look at those names. Look at those names that are in the stats of the clubs, in the stats of in Premier League as well. Look at those names that are around him now. This is legendary status. These are players that when you look at them, like legend of the game, legend of the club. These are the numbers. It's very unfortunate to be in this team that can't win anything.
Another thing that really pisses me off is the fact that like a lot of these people that like say all this nonsense online, they don't even know him as a person. That's the worst part. The people around him clearly think highly of him. So who are you from the outside, somewhere that I don't know, to be saying all this nonsense? Like it really baffles me, man. It baffles Jamie Carragher chatting shit. Roy Keane that's supposed to be defending him, saying all kinds of nonsense. You know the pressure, like Manchester United. See, the thing is that Roy Keane, he has a lot that he's even enjoying. If he was a player during the era of social media, he wouldn't be this bold to be saying all these things. And I'm happy now that it's like blowing up in his face. But since he's made that comment, Bruno has actually been involved in every single consistent man of the match awards, more goals, assists,
back to back.
Come on.
I think I've got a lot of my chests, and honestly, that's the most I wanted to say, really. And I just hope that we'll be able to continue this form. Like, even if if there are some games that even if you didn't win, you appreciate the effort that was put in by the team. You'll be able to see the things that are forming in the team because the manager is getting used to the players more. The players are getting used to the tactics more. So, I mean, it's Real Sociedad. They've not had the best of records in Spain, and it's Leicester as well. they've not scored in the last 7 games now. So you can tell that we've not. It's not like we've had the strongest
And the 2 goals
opponent.
we scored, both penalties, and one of them wasn't even exactly supposed to be a penalty. It's debatable.
So we won't say they are the strongest of opponents, but yeah, all good.
Yeah.
Well, I think with that we can call
Yeah,
it.
you can only beat who's in front of you, and we've been beating everybody in front of us for a while now, thankfully. Beating or at least drawing.
All right. I think with that we can call an end to this episode. It's a good win for us until next weekend. Or do we play during the week? Not too sure. But anyway, if you're watching, don't forget to subscribe and share, comment your thoughts as well. And if you're listening on Spotify, don't forget to also comment your thoughts. Wow, fireworks. All right then, later guys.
I didn't expect it to happen. All right.